Hey everybody, welcome to Fire in the Hole. It's Wednesday, so that means it's hot damn pizza night, and I guess a lot of the YouTube people just see me eating these pizzas, and they don't really get an idea for exactly what those pizzas are about. So, as best I can, I'm gonna try and get an angle here. If I can get it to focus, there we go. Almost. Come on, a little bit, little tip. Come on. Anyways, that's the pods that went into tonight's pizza. Oh, and an onion. Sorry, Kevin. Also, right hand of doom in the background there. I wonder why I can't get this to just focus. Come on. Almost. Come on. It doesn't like the reflection, that's for sure. Let's see if I can get close enough where it won't see the reflection. No, it's tricky at best. Almost focuses, but not quite. So, those are the pods. 3 mustard mamas, a couple of red habs and a little orange hab, and a little mini orange hab that I found in with the mustard pods. And then so that's after I cut them all up on the cutting board there. That's usually the way I do it. I show the pods, then I show them all chopped up on the cutting board. So you can see there's a heck of a lot of pods there. And then the sauce blend this time was 4 tablespoons of pizza sauce with 1 tablespoon of Hellboy's right hand of doom from Hellfire. As you can see, that's a pretty hefty little spoonful. Anybody that's tasted the stuff knows that it's lethal. And then there's the pizza. I always show a picture of the pizza before I put the cheese on. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Come on, it liked it before, it doesn't like it now. There we go. All right, so look at that. Wow, look at all those pods. So, and only one picture left is the finished product. Is it gonna focus? Come on, you wanted to. I practiced this before I started, and I had all the distances just right to where it would focus. There we go. Oh, come on, you almost did it. Come on. There. Anyways, you can see I've got onions on top that are all caramelized from the broiler, and the pepperonis get all a little bit crispy around the edges, which is just the way I like it. So, 2.5 minutes. I'm probably going to cut the video at 10 minutes, so let's see how much of this I can scarf down. Also, again, tribute to Neil Peart. Can't believe we lost one of the greatest rock drummers in history. This tour was definitely my favorite. Time Machine tour was absolutely my favorite tour. They did everything I wanted them to do. They had chicken rotisserie up on stage. They had that sausage making machine. Had that elaborate machine on stage that did several different things. And so cheers to Neil Peart and the memory of a legend. Got some nice cold apple juice and some nice hot pizza. Let's start in the middle here. Mess with people's ADHD. Instead of starting at one side, I'll start in the middle. Now, oh, what did I lose already? Niblet. Here we go. I think I finally added enough onions to kind of offset the right-handed doom a little. Very tasty. That's a hot damn pizza. So the right-handed doom takes a little bit for me now to kind of creep up, start happening. I get that false sense of, hey, maybe it's not so bad after all. But I already know that's gonna be so bad after all. That's weird. That's not weird. There's smoke box. Tool animated CD, the animated jewel box. My favorite screensaver of all time on the old box, but somehow I cannot make it work. I've tried on Windows 10, I just cannot make that SCR fly. Ooh, ears are ringing already. That right-handed Doom is no joke. That packs a serious wallop. It packs a wallop. So again, shout out to Uncle Mikey, that one guy. If anybody tuned into the webcast on Monday night, he did a kind of a Neil Peart episode. Talked about the shirt that I made. I made a rash shirt. Having seen some of the videos going into the Time Machine tour, I kept seeing Getty wearing this rash shirt, and then at the time, so I made one, and when I was walking around before the show, I actually had one guy say to me, "You got your shirt wrong, man." And I said, "Are you sure?" And so I made my way around, but so everybody looking at me funny. I get my seat. Turns out my buddy Joe was 10 rows back. That was pretty cool. So we had a session, and so at the halfway point, I think it was the halfway mark when Getty came out after the intermission, wearing his rash shirt. Don't be rash. And just about everybody all around me in general admission kind of did this look at me like, oh my God, how did this guy know? So it was kind of cool. And then, so the reason that one guy comes into the story is because I saw him later. I forget, it was in Syracuse. I forget where I saw him, but I gifted the shirt to him. I said, here, you, because I knew he was going to see him in Vegas. He lives in Vegas, his hometown, Vegas. There was word of a Rush show, and then there was going to be a Primus show on the same night. So I think Primus waited till midnight before they went on stage so that everybody could make it down the street. And I think Rush said something to the effect of, "Who's all going to the Primus show?" "We are," something like that. And so Uncle Mikey said, yeah, he was the man. He said he wore that rash shirt, and the same thing. People were looking at him funny, whatever, until Getty came out wearing his, and then everybody suddenly found a new respect. So, wow, I'm drooling. This pizza is so hot, I'm actually drooling. Mm. 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 I don't know how many. I don't see very many other people. I think Greg Lemon was the only guy that ever did a hot damn pizza besides the inventor Roger Trier on the Hot Damn show. And I think it's neat watching me eat some hot stuff. Watch Roger do it. Takes it to another level. Mm. Greg Lemon too, he's done some pretty funny challenges lately. He did the S'more-Deans. Oh, it was hard to watch. Well, he did it, choked it down. S'mores made with sardines. This pizza is really hot. Flavor of the pods is incredible. Looking forward to growing a bunch of mustards this year. It's easily my favorite tasting pod of all. New buddy Adam Buxton on Facebook there said he's doing a bunch of mustards this year. Said he'd shoot me some seeds because I'd mentioned that it was one of easily my favorite tasting pod. So whenever those come in the mail, we get those babies going. This Saturday I'm going to start my grow officially. I'm going to get all the stuff that I'm planning on growing this year into the paper towels, into the baggies, and I'm going to actually put them on right here. I've got the old tower, which has a blown out fan from a long time ago. It's been running for years like that, but it runs nice and warm. Right on top there is a perfect spot for all the little babies to germinate. And then I'm going to get my rig is behind me. You can't see it, but I'm going to get my LEDs all up and running so that these babies go straight into the LED. There's going to be no fluorescent tubes this year. I'm going to get these babies growing right out of the gate. Probably still going to go with the solo cup method. I really like that for portability. Seemed to make it easier to move them around, especially when I was hardening them in the springtime, getting them out for 3 or 4 hours a day for the first few days. Really easy on a couple of like baking sheets. I could bring all the cups in and out. Probably might go with the 2-cup method this year. I don't know about that, maybe to guarantee drainage. I'm not sure how necessary that would be for me, but depends how many packs of solo cups I buy and how many seedlings show their little heads. Okay, so at this point I'm exactly 10 minutes in, I haven't even finished one slice of pizza because I've been too busy yammering. Taste those pods. I think the little bit of caramelized onion goes a really long way to build the flavor. Eyelids sweating a little bit. Ears ringing still. Good bout of tinnitus. Has to be my favorite way to enjoy pods. Love them so much like this. And thankfully, pulling them out of the freezer, they seem to be just as hot, just as tasty. I don't think I'd want to eat one just off the hoof like that, but when you put them in a burger or a pizza, they still taste incredibly good. You can't really tell that they've lost that crispiness or crunchiness. That's a seriously good pizza. And this time I'm finding that the Red Handed Doom isn't overpowering the pizza. It sure is giving it a nice heat though. Wow, that is a tasty, tasty slice of pizza. So anybody in the comments, if you've been inspired by my hot damn pizzas, Roger Trier's hot damn pizzas. Oh, my nose is completely sweaty now. I'm getting drenched now. What I really like to do is get 4 or 5 super hots and make a pizza that is almost too hard to eat, but not quite. Oh, any pepper growers out there too that think they got something that'll knock my head off, I'd be open to receiving any and all fresh pods for to end up on hot damn pizzas. Really looking forward to growing some fun stuff this year. I want chocolate bootla, the one that Ann bought me that made me cry for half an hour. I want to grow those. I want to grow mustard pods, as many different kinds as I can, because the flavor is just incredible. I got the giant mustard habs. I got some seeds from those guys. As I said, my other buddy's going to send me some. I think some mustard scorpions, maybe. I can't recall all that he said, but he had a few different mustard strains that he was, and he hadn't even tasted one. I said, boy, oh boy, you're gonna be happy you grew them. I'll tell you that much. That time I got a taste of right hand. Whoa. There's a really dark, ominous barbecue sauce kind of flavor to it. Plus, of course, the extract. I think the extract really helped me build up my tolerance early on, until I had access to some fresh pods and started really tasting what the different kinds of heat out of different kinds of stuff. And now, since I'm buying that Kraken at Maritime Madness and PEI, at 1 million Scoville extract suspended in soybean oil, when you taste it, you taste the extract, but you taste the soybean oil almost more. So it kind of balances out. Oh, and tonight, this is epic right here. I was made an air fryer full of French fries. Always use jerk seasoning on the French fries. about 12 shakes from a shaker, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and probably about, I don't know, 15 little potatoes. It filled the air fryer right to the maximum, right to the top, and fries came out perfect. And then I usually put a dollop of mayo when I don't have frite sauce, but I put a dollop of mayo, and I hit it with about about 8 drops of the Kraken, and I stirred it all up, and the color was absolutely amazing. I couldn't believe it. This is the color was like centerfold quality, like beautiful, beautiful color, because the Kraken is really red, oily red, like a really sort of a clear red almost. And we put that in mayonnaise, and the color was just this beautiful orange color that was just magnificent. I dipped a few fries in it, and I tasted it, and wow. So first of all, you can't really taste the mayo, you can't really taste the soybean oil, and you can't really taste the extract, but it makes this mayonnaise that is fire. It is so hot. I ended up eating almost all of it with the fries. I made a big dollop, and I realized that's probably way too much. I'd never be able to eat it all, but I managed to finish it. And again, I was dripping sweat, just crazy hot. Oh, I gotta remember to eat my pizza. It's beating me up now. Again, look at the flavor of the caramelized onion. It almost defeats that horrible right hand of doom flavor. Well, I think it's been a fun upload. I think I'll go to 20 minutes and cap it. Heat is incredible right now. I'm dripping sweat all over. Ears ringing. So, before, way back, let's go all the way back. One of the very first vinyl albums that I owned was Moving Pictures. Way back when. Probably almost wore the record out. That summer at the campsite, my buddy Stu had Exit Stage left. Again, almost wore that one out. Next seminal album for me would have been Presto. Moved in with the guys, finally moved out from living at home. My buddy Luke bought a nice CD player, but nobody had any CDs yet. I went to the record store. My buddy Luke bought Presto, bought a couple other albums I don't even remember. I just remember Presto because we listened to it almost non-stop forever. This is really hot. And for me, I remember buying Slayer, South of Heaven. First CD I ever bought. I didn't even own a CD player. But yeah, my forehead is just dripping. Yeah, we wore out Presto. I still love it. I listened to it Sunday night when I was making supper. I was thinking about Luke the whole time. And wow. This is really hot now. I'm ramping up to almost panic mode. I always say to myself, be stoic. Do it like Tom McManus. Step up. Don't show the pain and fear and sweat and tears. But it never works out like that. I can't keep that under my hat. So at the 19-minute mark, let's just say tribute to Neil. Time Machine Tour, my favorite. 2010, 10 years ago. Oh, I'll do a shout out to Heiko for giving me access to the freezer of death and letting me have some of those pods. Can't describe what that smells like when I open that freezer. The smell is, for me, intoxicating. It literally, I have to close my eyes a little bit. I am so on fire. Alright, so here, to take out 5 minutes for Cheers, everyone.